presented by Blackout Coffee, to crown the inaugural BKFC Queen of Violence at the catchweight of 137 pounds, Christine Ferea versus Jessica Borga.
And it's not the 1-inch height advantage for Borga, it is that 9-inch reach advantage she wants to utilize. She wants to decide when and where this fight happens, make Ferea pay for trying to get inside to land those punches.
Ferea told us in our fighter meeting she feels that she has really added punching power, moving up from 125 to this, a catchweight of 137 pounds. Ferea said, I feel as though maybe I will now commit to fighting at 135 pounds. I feel so comfortable at this weight. Ferea said, with my added punching power, I want to land hard punches early off of scratch to set the tone against Jessica Borga.
Feels like it depends how the fight goes. She might put her head right in her opponent's just stay there the entire time to take away that range, land power for time. She feels like she can't stay right at the end of those punches. That's where all Borga's power is. If she gets inside, it'll be her advantage.
Ferea said all the way in or all the way out, I have to avoid the mid-range. I will set the tone with my jab and my footwork.
She has to stay composed the entire time and dictate the pace of this fight.
The moment is at hand. We send it to Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, the combat sports world has been waiting to witness one of the most anticipated rivalries in BKFC history. And we are now set for the main event. Scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds for the inaugural BKFC Queen of Violence. Presented to you by Blackout Coffee Company. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner. Tonight she wears black and purple. She stands 5 feet 7 inches tall. Her official weight, 136.4 pounds. Her BKFC record stands undefeated at 3-0. She is the current BKFC Women's World Featherweight Champion, fighting out of Lakeland, Florida. Here is the undefeated Jessica, the Black Widow Borga. And across the ring, her opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight she wears black and silver. She stands 5 feet 5 inches tall. Her official weight, 136.8 pounds. She holds one of the most impressive female division bare knuckle fighting records at 10 victories opposite a single defeat. She is the current BKFC World Flyweight Champion, and she is the #1 pound-for-pound female bare knuckle fighter in the world. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, Christine the Misfit Ferea. And our referee in charge of the action, Giovanna Scano.
Christine Ferea told us, I believe Jessica Borga is fixated on recording a first-round finish. She will leave herself open. That will be to her detriment. Round number 1. Silver and black trunks for Christine Ferea. Black and purple trunks for Jessica Borga. Ferea immediately to the jab. There's the big from Ferea, and that drops Jessica Borga.
Borga was a flash knockdown, but that caught her attention. Ferea said she needed to land power early. She did it.
Giovanna Scano giving the mandatory now to Borga.
Let's see if that changes the way Borga approaches.
And the left hand to the inside, right hand from Ferea just off the mark. The duck under left hand into the clinch from the underhook. Right back in, right back to it on the jab from Ferea.
We talked about having more power at this weight. Looks like she might be correct.
Looking for the pull two, couldn't find it there. Handed parry now from Jessica Borga. Oh, big right hand on the step in. One knockdown apiece.
Somebody get him off the cameras. I'm loving this.
Mandatory 8 count. Now given to Ferea by Giovanna Scano. 50 seconds remaining, round number 1. Hand off the mark from Borga. Ferea doubling her jab. Swings with the left hook from Borga.
That was a dangerous punch. If she landed on that, Ferea's in trouble.
And right from Ferea, just off the mark. Trying to time that big right hand. There's a right hand. Beautifully timed from Ferea. Left hand from Ferea on the hook.
Queen of Violence is right.
Right hand again from Ferea. They're going to step in right. Closing stages, round number 1. Ferea dropping Borga, then Borga dropping Ferea. Next stop, round number 2.
Go to your right, all right? All she has is that right hand. And she can't touch you if you're going to your right. Now you're walking right into it. You're strong too, I told you. You're fucking strong too. All we need, do what you do. This is what it looked like. Yeah, I see the finger there. Look, just go to your right. She cannot get that right hand off if you step to your right. Stay going to it the whole time. Do what you do. Just countering that shit. She knows you're a fucking dog, okay? That's all I need this next round. You're doing everything beautiful. Just go to your right. Keep doing what you're doing. Just stay to your right. Don't go to her fucking your left at all.
And here's a look at that first knockdown. Right on the button. That was impressive that Borg was able to get up afterwards. Just a little counter right hand. Both fighters know they can get hurt.
Round number 2.
See how that changes.
Immediately starting the second round on the jab. Ferea taking herself to the back foot. Now to do that, step in jab to the body. Much more open-chested stance for Borga, much more bladed stance for Ferea here early stages round 2. Borga on the jab right hand.
Borg getting aggressive.
Left hook lands from Ferea. Jab to the body from Christine Ferea. Right hand to the head. And fighting, the open-handed catches from Jessica Borga. Orthodox versus orthodox. Borga from the center circle, smear of blood on her nose. Stiff up jab from Borga.
That was a very nice step-in jab on Borga. Ferea needs to try and push her opponent backwards. Like that's when she does some of her best work, getting Borga on her back foot.
From the jab, then the stick jab. Counter lead left hook from Borga, left hook again. Overhand left from Ferea.
And Borga looks like she knows it's busting. It's like she's breathing out of her mouth. Good to close her mouth, or she's gonna get it broke. Get that jaw broke.
Ferea jab again to the head. Step in jab from Borga. Ferea definitely picking off that jab, left hook off the mark from Jessica Borga. Again, the down jab to the body. Sitting on that right hand.
Really want to land that step in right hand. That's her powerful shot.
Nearing the hits of Ferea. 25 seconds remaining. Round number 2. Our co-main event to crown the first ever BKFC Queen of Violence. Up jab from Ferea just off the mark, but it moved Borga off her striking line.
Borga does a great job after she has a punch to her. She gets just out of the way. It's very fast.
Final seconds. Round number 2. Round number 3.
And so I know we talked a lot about your boy, you got to keep it up. Keep up the pace. She hasn't been past the round. If she uses too much anger, she's looking very good as this fight goes on.
2 just off the mark from Borga. 1-2 just off the mark from Borga. The duck under, then the clipping left hook on the turn.
Ferea needs to push her opponent backwards. She cannot let her opponent continue to come forward like this.
If jab from Borga. For the hand trap lands the hook. Check hook from Ferea. That was effective heading through. The mocking smiling reply from Jessica Borga. from Ferea.
And that's what Ferea needs to keep doing, pushing her opponent backwards, throwing those hard shots.
Right, just missing from Ferea. Higher, tighter striking guard from Christine Ferea here in round number 3, swinging a miss on the left hook. That right hand getting through. Hold on the right hand. 1 minute remaining round 3.
Good jab by Ferea.
Across the nose of Jessica Borga. Been present since round 1.
You see Borga trying to throw that jab, trying to find some range, trying to throw that right hand.
Small mouse under Ferea's right eye. Borga to the mid-range. Effective jab to clear space from Ferea. 35 seconds remaining round 3. Right hand from Ferea. That turns Borga. Borga resetting. Looking for the up jab. 1-2, counter right. Again, coming forward to the mid-range. Staying on her back foot, but looking to explode in and counter with the jab.
And that's when she's at her best. She's pushing her opponent backwards. She's landing punches. That was just, so far, it's been a very good round for Ferea.
Left hand, right hand. We are through 3 rounds.
Not sure how it happened. Got a little bit of blood on my paper show.
Down from the baby. These rounds are too close, and she's the one pushing forward. All right? We're doing better work, but slightly better. We have to push her back. We have to put punches together. I need you doubling that jab. I need you actively moving your head, staying expected, and pushing her back. Put punches together. She's making the wrong defensive move on the first one, so make her make the wrong one on the second.
Here's some of those jabs we talked about. Good jabs for Ferea, knocking Borga back. That double right hand didn't land with much, but it
Jab
did
to the
land.
right, over top. Feint to the fucking jab, over top. I want like at least 3 good right overhands this round. It's game.
Jihad Wingfield, the chief second of Jessica Borga, former BKFC 165-pound world champion Austin Trout, the chief second. Christine Ferea. Round number 4. Good jabs to start round number 4 for Ferea off of scratch.
Good coaching right here in the corner of Borga. You got to push through back.
She's hurt. Number 2 on the delay.
Borga's hurt bad. That was a nasty punch. You can see Ferea thinks she won. She thinks this fight's over. I think she's right. That is it. Knock out. That is it.
The king of time. There is no doubt who is the greatest woman fighter in the world of bare knuckle. It is Christine Ferea.
And what a punch led to that hard right hand. That was it. Oh, that was a nasty right hand. Borga really, she was showing so much toughness. I thought she looked better than I thought she would after the first round. Kept getting stronger, but man, I mean, Ferea just on another level, going up in weight. That was unbelievable, Sean. And you can see just backing up, saying, no, I don't like this. Oh, you hear that? Oh, man, what a right hand. And you can, oh, look at the nose. Nasty shot. Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge, Giovanna Scotto, steps in calling a stop to this championship fight at 26 seconds, round number 4. For your winner by KO and new inaugural BKFC Queen of Violence, Christine the Misfit Ferea.
All right, I'm standing by here with the Misfit. Listen, I talked about GOAT status, and what you did is you just cemented it once again. You got the Queen of Violence, doubled the champ from the champ. Congratulations. Were you surprised? Jessica Borga was able to land some good shots on you, but you came in with the quickness, the technical boxing. It was beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, she's strong as hell. She was a little bit more composed than I expected, and that means she grew. So hats off to her and her team for coming up against me. The mental warfare everybody does not see. You know, we're two athletes out here putting it on the line for our family and fans.
Speaking of family, this has got to feel good. I know he's watching right now. I know he's watching right now. Send a message back home to your brother who is dealing with the ultimate fight.
Brother, you're fighting glioblastoma cancer. It knocks us down, but we get up and knock that out. Let's go.
We're gonna take a look at the replay right here. Let's hear it. Incredible stuff. Hey, let me tell you something real quick here. Newark, New Jersey, Conor McGregor, everybody. I want you to tell me right now, how does it feel to be the baddest bitch in the world today, Christine Ferea?
It is the best feeling in the fucking world. Thank you, David Feldman. Thank you, Conor McGregor, for coming in this and blowing this even more. Thank you, guys.
All right, here it is. One chance. We're going to take a look at the replay right now. We're going to take a look at the replay. Here it is.
To your right. We practiced that all camp, just by the way. Hey, one more thing can I say? I just want to say happy birthday. Happy birthday to David Feldman and my fiance. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Feldman and fiance. Happy birthday to you.
Newark, New Jersey, make some noise for Christine Ferea.
And Sean, what a performance. That is everything I hoped that fight would be and more. Unbelievable, 2 knockdowns. I mean, what else do you say?
Champion versus champion in our co-main event to crown the inaugural BKFC Queen of Violence. Both champions having their moment. Round number 1. Ferea, the women's 125-pound champion, dropping Borga, the women's 145-pound champion. Borga off the canvas to drop Ferea in round number 1. To round number 4, maybe the punch of 2025 in BKFC, the right hand to the finish. The winner by way of 4th round knockouts, Christine Ferea defeats Jessica Borga.
Ain't nowhere to hide. You ain't gotta see me come and keep me on your mind. 'Cause I be on the way. Yeah. You know I be on the way. Man on a mission, I'ma get it. You know I be on the way. Yeah. I'm on the way. On the way. Yeah. On the way. I'm on the way. I'm on the way.
Are you the world's baddest man? Earn your place in the toughest tournament on the planet. This brutal war of survival ends in a live event where the toughest fighters battle for their share of the life-changing $20 million prize pool. No gloves, no mercy, no excuses. Join the BKFC's World's Baddest Man Tournament now.
This is intriguing in the featherweight division. Harry Gigliotti versus Timmy Mason. Our tale of the tape is presented by Out Nicotine Pouches.
Okay, Sean, both guys 5'10", slight 2-inch reach advantage for Gigliotti. However, 4 centimeters bigger, fist size for Timmy Mason. Maybe that'll make a difference. Let's find out.
With a tremendous amount of buzz, Harry Gigliotti now set for his BKFC promotional debut. Gigliotti, widely considered one of the best fighters currently in the sport of bare knuckle outside of BKFC, and that changes in this bout. Gigliotti, now under contract to Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, enters with a 5-0 record in the sport of bare knuckle. He's also at 14 in professional boxing. Gigliotti told us in our fighter meeting, I want to be extremely slick from the outside, work off of the jab, be very precise with my punches.
Not as worried as throwing powerful shots, precise shots. Feels like he has the power to hurt people. It doesn't take that. Just get in, land your punches, don't hurt your hands, be smart.
Gigliotti said, I give huge credit to my 94-year-old grandfather, Norman Fraser. the fighting patriarch of our family who is watching at home tonight.
Feints, level changes, shots to the body, just being very slick and very smart as a fighter.
Here we go with Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are set for the next fight of the night. Scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the featherweight division. Presented to you by Alt Nicotine Pouches. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner. Tonight he wears red. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall. His official weight, an even 146 pounds. His pro boxing record stands at 3 victories opposite 2 defeats. And tonight, he steps into the squared circle ready for bare knuckle fight number 7. Fighting out of Helena, Montana, here is Timmy Mason. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight he wears red, white, and green. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall. His official weight, 144 1/2 pounds. He holds a pro boxing record of 14 fights, an undefeated bare knuckle fighting record at 5-0, and tonight makes his official BKFC debut. Fighting out of Lawrence, Massachusetts, by way of Haverhill, Massachusetts. Here is the undefeated Harry the Hitman Gigliotti. And our referee in charge of the action, Andrew Glenn.
Timmy Mason told us, I believe Harry Gigliotti is more intent on breaking me down than knocking me out. I have to negate that breakdown pressure with my own pressure and a right hand for Harry Gigliotti. To the canvas goes Timmy Mason. Right off rule, there's a slip by Andrew Glenn. Red and green trunks for Harry Gigliotti, red and white trunks for Timmy Mason. Mason heavy to the inside. Defensive clinch to the right hand from Gigliotti. The separation with some difficulty for Andrew Glenn.
You guys are ready to go.
Gigliotti swing and miss, audacious with that left hand. Heavy to the inside comes Timmy Mason working from the halftime plug. Left hands, counter left hand from Gigliotti.
Tim Mason is a little too wild at this point. He needs to calm down. He's missing punches by just throwing too hard.
Hard left hands. Left hand again. Gigliotti resetting on the outside. Hook jab. There's a stepping left. Second left lands big for Mason.
But that southpaw versus right-handed, both guys got that straight punch, and they're both landing.
There's the right uppercut. Now right uppercut to the body after Mason landed to the head. A right uppercut to the head again from Timmy Mason. Right to the body from Gigliotti.
Gigliotti landing some good shots on the inside.
Hook jab again from Harry Gigliotti. 50 seconds remaining, round number 1. We're at 145 pounds. There's the pole, too, from Timmy Mason.
This is a ferocious pace. This is going to tie both these guys up.
Half-time plum again from Timmy Mason. There's the right uppercut from Gigliotti. Gigliotti sitting on those uppercuts.
Gigliotti landing good punches to the body. Man, that was devastating.
Uppercut again, overhand right from Mason, and down goes Harry Gigliotti.
Good shots by Mason. He's got to calm down. Looks like he's spent a lot of energy to Mason, but man, when he lands, he does damage.
Mandatory 8 count. Given to Gigliotti by Andrew Glenn. Right back to it. There's the 10-second clack. Acknowledged as such by Glenn.
That has to give Mason a lot of confidence so he can't knock his opponent down.
1-1-2 from Gigliotti. Off the mark. The bell. That ends round number 1.
Welcome to BKFC. Once again, Mason expended a lot of energy in that round. He's calmed down a little bit. When he lands punches, he does damage, but both these guys coming and throwing power shots straight right down the pipe. That staggered Tim Mason. Here's the knockdown you're gonna see. Just a beautiful uppercut we always talk about. Being the punch you don't see, the right hand afterwards. Gigliotti had his head down, turned his chin. It was an uppercut that started.
Behind your fucking jab, movement to the fucking side. Do not stand and be a fucking target. Okay? Don't fucking reach over. Be fucking sharp. Okay? There you go.
The An outstanding round number 1 for Timmy Mason. Dropping Harry Gigliotti. Gigliotti most definitely had his moments in round number 1. Round 2 we go. There's the right hand from Gigliotti just off the mark. Short right hand, that lands from Gigliotti. Mason underturned to the inside, back to the half. Top one left hook under separation from Gigliotti.
Gigliotti has such precise hands when they're throwing in these in-betweens. He's landing.
Left hand entry from Timmy Mason.
He has to pull it back a little bit. He's being too wild. If he lands, it's great, but if he misses, tired and opens himself up.
Short left hand, now they turn left hand right back from Gigliotti. Then Mason landed one hook and Weir and one knockdown apiece.
Mason's hurt badly. He took too many shots. He's still hurt.
Up at 8 is Timmy Mason.
Man.
This fight is over. Welcome to BKFC, Harry Gigliotti.
And once again, Sean, a night of comebacks. People getting up off the canvas. People losing the first 2 rounds and coming back. Been amazing so far.
An outstanding round number 1 for Timmy Mason, in which he dropped Harry Gigliotti. But Gigliotti showing his composure and showing his class off the canvas, regaining the tempo of this fight, dropping and then finishing Timmy Mason for the come-from-behind victory in round 2.
What it do, baby?
Harry Gigliotti.
What it do, baby?
Now 1-0 in BKFC, 6-0 with emphasis in his bare knuckle career. BKFC's very deep 145-pound division is now that much deeper with the arrival of Harry Gigliotti.
Hey, you're the first guy to put him down.
Scan the QR code now. Get your official BKFC merchandise. You can also go online at BareKnuckleShop.com.
Can I get my team? You got him.
Timmy Mason is always tough. He is always game. He always goes all out for victory. That made Harry Gigliotti's come from behind win, and this is BKFC debut. That much more impressive. Gigliotti off the canvas in round number 1 to score the round number 2 finish. Something about Mohegan Sun, whether it's MMA, boxing, or BKFC, this great venue always seems to draw the best of these fighters. We go to Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge of the action, Andrew Glenn, steps in, calling a stop to the fight at 47 seconds, round number 2. For your winner by TKO and still undefeated, Harry the Hitman Gigliotti.
And I'm here with the winner, Harry Gigliotti. Harry, what an amazing comeback. You were hit, you were hurt. What was it that made you allow to come back and just keep coming even though you were badly hurt?
I mean, it's just toughness, resilience. I've been here before. I mean, I have grit. But the real thing I really want to say is I'm number 1 on BoxRec, and Kai Stewart, I want that strap. Come get me, baby. I want it. I'm number 1. I'm number 1.
Well, I was going to ask you what you want next, but you already answered. Congratulations. What a fight, and I can't wait to see you fight again.
Shout out to my coach, Nick, Kyle, my brother, Dougie, my team at Lawtown, all my sponsors, Evo over there. We got everybody in the house tonight. My girlfriend, Sarah, my mom, my dad. I love you. Lockdown, stand up, baby. Let's go.
You said it all. Good job.
Harry Gigliotti entered 5-0 in the sport of bare knuckle, and this is BKFC debut. Dropped by Timmy Mason in round number 1. But then dropping and ultimately finishing Mason in round 2. The winner by way of second-round technical knockout, Harry Gigliotti defeats Timmy Mason.
Ain't nowhere to hide. You ain't gotta see me come and keep me on your mind. 'Cause I be on the way. Yeah.
Are you the world's baddest man? Earn your place in the toughest tournament on the planet. This brutal war of survival ends in a live event where the toughest fighters battle for their share of the life-changing $20 million prize pool. No gloves, no mercy, no excuses. Join the BKFC's World's Baddest Man tournament now.
The numbers presented by Bucked Up Energy Drink for this, our main event of the evening. For the BKFC Featherweight World Title, 2 undefeated fighters. The champion Kai Stewart versus the challenger Nico Goffi.
Okay, Sean, this is a big one. You can see a 4-inch height advantage for Kai Stewart and a 2.5-inch reach advantage. He wants to dictate exactly when and where this fight happens because Nico Goffi does a great job of exploding in, closing that distance, unloading powerful shots in fast combinations.
From Marbella, Spain, Nico Goffi enters 3-0 in BKFC and is the Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship European 145-pound titleist. Goffi won that belt in his most recent BKFC fight. October of last year, Goffi defeated Jelle Zagers by way of first-round KO. For Goffi, all 3 of his victories in his 3 BKFC bouts occurring inside of 4 rounds. Goffi has also had 49 combined pro kickboxing / Muay Thai / K1 rules bouts. At our fighter meeting, Goffi said, I'm going to fully utilize my speed, keep moving on angles, and keep moving laterally.
Constant pressure, in and out the entire time. He feels like he has to let his opponent make mistakes and then capitalize, make him pay for making those mistakes.
Goffi said, high volume throughout. I will be very active with my jab off of scratch. Goffi said, I know that the champion Kai Stewart wants to clinch. I have that Muay Thai background. I know what to do in the clinch. I know how to exit. I will run under and out.
He cannot let Kai Stewart get comfortable. He cannot let him think about what to do. Push him the entire time. Make him second guess himself in everything he does.
From Great Falls, Montana, Kai Stewart, the BKFC Featherweight World Champion. Stewart enters 8-0 in BKFC. In that 8-0 record, 4 successful defenses of this belt. Stewart 1-0 in pro MMA, but then fully as committed to the sport of bare knuckle and the promotion BKFC. Stewart wrestled at the University of Providence at the NAIA level in Montana. From their wrestling base, he developed this bare knuckle 2.0 style, blending folk style wrestling with striking, open-chested entries. Stewart is naturally right-handed. He said, of course, I will keep switching stances. Stewart said, I don't even know when I will switch stances, as he told us in our fighter meeting. He said, I will do it naturally. I will do it reflexively.
Well, he knows his opponent is going to be difficult there, so he has to trust his instincts, his reflexes. He's very good at adapting. He has to do so in this fight. He wants to continue to push the pace where he breaks his opponent.
To get our main event of the evening started, we send it to Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now set for the main event. Scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds for the undisputed BKFC World Featherweight Championship. Presented to you by Bucked Up. Feel like $1 million. Sanctioned by the Florida State Athletic Commission. Chairwoman Tina Pike. Executive Director Timothy Shipman. The three judges scoring our championship main event: Mark Streisand, Richard Green Sr., Manuel Marquez Jr. And the third man inside the squared circle, our referee in charge of the action at the bell, Sam Burgos. And now, with our BKFC fans watching live worldwide on the BKFC app and Fubo Sports, from the record-breaking 15th consecutive sellout here at Hard Rock Live. Fight fans of Hollywood, let's knuckle up! Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner. Tonight he wears black and red. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall. His official weight, 144.4 pounds. He holds an undefeated BKFC record at 3-0. He is the current BKFC European Featherweight Champion and your challenger, fighting out of Marbella, Spain. Here is Nico the Iron Gaffey. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight he wears purple trimmed in white and gold. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. His official weight, 144.8 pounds. His puzzle inside the squared circle has yet to be solved, with an undefeated BKFC record at 8-0. He is your reigning, defending, undisputed, undefeated, uncontested BKFC World Featherweight Champion and the #2 pound-for-pound bare-knuckle fighter in the world, fighting out of Spokane, Washington, by way of Great Falls, Montana. All hail King Kai Stewart!
The champion Kai Stewart told us, I will negate the speed of Nico Gaffey with my movement. I will never stand directly in front of him, and I will be very physical, very heavy throughout in the clinch. Our main event for the BKFC Featherweight World Title. The champion Kai Stewart versus the challenger Nico Gaffey. The bell, round #1.
Look how low Nico Gaffey gets. Makes it very difficult to land.
Purple trunks for the champion Kai Stewart. Black trunks for the Spanish challenger Nico Gaffey. To the inside, left hand from Gaffey.
Already a big shot. That hurt
Looking for the entry, there's the right uppercut. Gaffey getting low. Guillotine position from Kai Stewart. Stewart listed at 5'8" to Gaffey's 5'5". Gaffey getting very low. There's the big left hand from Gaffey to the inside.
These overhand punches are landing. Kai's got to adjust. He's got to figure out where they're coming from. Throw some uppercuts.
You saw the S grip to exit the clinch from Nico Gaffey.
The guy's only got a cut over his left eye.
Right hand on the entry from Stewart. There's the left hand getting through from Nico Gaffey. Short rights to the body now from Stewart. The separation from Sam Burgos right back to it. Entry from Kai Stewart on the right hand. Stewart now chest to chest, and this, Chris, is exactly what Stewart wants to do.
Kai Stewart, people talk about the way he fights. He's got a good chin, and he's had to show it tonight already.
Overhand left from Nico Gaffey.
And what Kai Stewart cannot do, he cannot let his opponent get inside and throw punches first. He's got to push the pace.
There's the entry again. More short right hands to the body from Kai Stewart. Punches of attrition. On the left hand, left hook just off the mark from Gaffey. Stewart switching stances. Overhand left from Gaffey, not there. Stewart again on the inside, head chancery position. There's a defensive clinch from Gaffey. The push away from Stewart. Getting laid here in round #1. 20 seconds remaining in the opening round. Baseball bat grip up from Goffey.
I like the straight left lead by Kai Stewart. And these are good ideas by Kai. He's going to wear his opponent out, keep him getting up and trying to pick him up.
Almost a double leg position for Goffey to exit that clinch. We're seeing Nico Goffey using really smart defensive clinches to exit that clinch, and that is the end of round one.
Big left hand early. Ooh, great jab. Like I said, he has to showcase that good chin on display already for Kai Stewart. But it's that cut over his left eye that he needs to worry about.
You gotta tighten that guard up, okay?
Here's Cyrus.
So I just had a chance to talk to Kai Stewart's corner, and they want to see him dancing more. He can't just stay in the pocket. They want to see him moving. They want to see him dancing. He needs to fight his fight. They're a little concerned here, but still confident.
Well, I think as that round went on, really started, Kai Stewart started to figure out his range, got inside a little bit more. If he can get Goffey to slow down, which is what he always does, he's been able to break people. He's got to continue to get inside and push him around.
As great as Kai Stewart's clinch is, we just saw some brilliant defensive clinching from Nico Goffey. Clinching defensively, Chris. We saw the baseball bat grip, the S grip to exit the clinch.
But not only that, when they were inside, he threw some good overhands that landed against Kai Stewart. Kai's not used to that.
Round two. Stewart switching stances again. You see now southpaw. Orthodox for the Spaniard Nico Goffey. Stewart staying open-chested, looking for the entry. There's the double left hook. Goffey in and out with the movement. Stewart now switching ortho, looking for the entry. Goffey switching southpaw to the inside. Goffey turning 360 and a right hand lands from Kai Stewart. Mocking smile on the face of Goffey as he took that right hand. Stewart now turning out. 20 remaining round number two. To the clinch. And you see the short, hard right hands in the clinch to the body from Stewart. Again, lowering his stance. Stewart heavy to the inside. Double underhooks that time from Nico Goffey.
You can tell Kai's going to get a little frustrated with the fact he's landing punches and they're stopping him.
Soft warning given to Kai Stewart from Sam Burgos. Saying stop punching when I say stop. Just a backhand flail from Goffey. 50 seconds remaining round two. Stewart looking for the right hand. Goffey continuing to move his feet back and forth. Stewart moving his feet, looking for the clinch. Almost a face wash on the push away from Goffey.
As Kai Stewart runs in, lunges in, and lands those punches, that's where he's doing his best work at this point.
Stewart is cut in his left brow.
Once again, I think Kai Stewart's doing a good job of not letting Nico decide when the fight happens. He's rushing, he's getting his first shots off, he's pushing his opponent around.
Again, you just saw the expert exit of the clinch from Nico Goffey in the previous sequence. Double hooks to the baseball bat grip. Relentlessly, Kai Stewart comes forward, but relentless on the left hand, right hand, Nico Goffey. Stewart back to the inside, right hand from Goffey. Stewart once more. Holds the head chancery to the bell. We move to round three. Back ringside to Cyrus.
And I'm standing by here with the rushing champion of 2025-2026, James Cook from the Buffalo Bills. You're here live, you're seeing this, especially this main event. What do you think of the BKFC, my friend?
Crazy, crazy. Just to see them just fight with their bare knuckles and, you know, doing all the things that they do is crazy.
You know, you've seen a lot of things, bro. You've seen a lot of fights. Where does BKFC rank with the UFCs and the rest of the world, the boxing of the world? Is this it?
Yeah, I think it's it. And, you know, it's just a very exciting sport. Just by how they fight with their knuckles and with their bare hands. So it's just a very awesome sport, and I commend them guys just for going out there and just doing it.
No doubt about it, man. Good luck with the next season. Go Bills. We got James Cook right here for you.
You see the way Kai Stewart comes and jumps up. He had my favorite quote of the week. He says only three things. They're guaranteed death taxes, and Kai Stewart will not gas out.
Round number three. There's the left hand from Kai Stewart, right hand, a reply from Nico Goffey. Stewart relentless to the inside. Goffey turning his back to get the exit.
Once again, rushing in, landing one shot.
Left uppercut, left hook to the head. There's the left hook right back from Kai Stewart. Goffey continues to show his remarkable hand speed. Stewart continues to show his remarkable foot speed. Stewart to the inside once more. Hands again to the body from Kai Stewart. There's the push away. Sam Burgos keeping our world title fight main event moving. Left to the body from Goffey.
Just accurate punches by Goffey.
Stewart once more in the clinch, right to the body. 65 seconds remaining, round 3. Goffey just missing with the left hook. Goffey switching stances, and Stewart continues to switch stances. Good left-handed entry. That was clever open chested. Goffey on the left hook. Stewart to the inside. Punches the Elvin Brito's coin ice pick punches. Short lefts and rights to the head from the clinch, chest to chest. 40 seconds remaining, round 3. Stewart even more physical, Chris, here in round 3 on the inside than we saw from him in round 1 and 2. And there's the right hand in reply from Nico Goffey. Stewart relentlessly to the inside. Sudden headlock from Nico Goffey. That gets the separation from Sam Burgos. Shuffling his feet, Kai Stewart. Overhand left from Goffey. Stewart again to the inside.
Stewart doing a great job of pushing the pace. However, Goffey landing with these powerful counters the entire fight.
This is a relentless pace being set and held from both men. Nearly going for a high crotch single was Nico Goffey. The bell. Right hand lands on the sternum. Middle fingers back and forth. We move to round 4.
And this will be another interesting one to see. I mean, Kai Stewart pushing the pace the entire time. However, Goffey landing powerful shots.
All right, fill those lungs up. Fill those lungs up. Hands are going out. Get ready to move. As soon as you... Just fine. Remember this moment. If you anyone to do what you can do right now. No, ya no se lo Nico, vamos a trabajar. Espera salto, cuarto salto, ¿vale o no vale? Mira, campeón. No, 2 en 2. Cuarto y quinto, ¿vale o no vale? Ok, aprieta, tenemos que hacer una cuenta, ¿vale o no? ¿Vale o no vale? Vamos, campeón.
Kai Stewart still bouncing, has plenty of energy, but he hasn't been able to make Nico Goffey tired thus far.
Corre, corre, corre.
Sam Burgos waiting for the Goffey corner to clear. Round 4. See the cut. Stewart's left eyelid as we start round number 4 to the canvas. On an obvious throw goes Nico Goffey. Ruled to slip, correctly so, from Sam Burgos. Right back to it. Right back to the full pressure. Close the BKFC Featherweight World Champion Kai Stewart.
A good left hand landed by Kai Stewart in that exchange.
Goffey angling. Stewart again, heavy to the inside. There's the turn once more from Goffey. Chris, Goffey's being really clever doing this. In the clinch, he is turning his back, and that's getting the automatic separation from Burgos.
Absolutely. Why trade in there? Just make sure you get those separations. That's exactly what he's been able to do.
There's the left hand that lands flush from Nico Goffey, and the left hook right back in reply from Kai Stewart. Right hand from Kai Stewart.
Look at these numbers. I cannot believe how many more punches are being landed by Kai Stewart, but the powerful ones are being landed by Goffey.
Stewart opening his chest. Switching southpaw, ortho, southpaw. Feet to the center circle. Bouncing in and out from the mid-range. Stewart lowering his head, overhand right.
Kai Stewart really starting to land some more powerful shots in this round.
Deeper swelling in and around Kai Stewart's left eye. The inside again, rights to the body from Stewart. 40 seconds remaining, round 4. And the forward pressure from Stewart. You see the diversionary footwork, short right hand. Goffey once more turning his back. Sam Burgos letting this play out. Huge left hands from Kai Stewart.
Like Goffey had a hold of Kai's right hand, but he's just letting him hit him with this left.
Again, Stewart coming in. We're seeing Stewart much more physical on these entries in rounds 3 and 4 than we saw from him in rounds 1 and 2. 10-second clack, acknowledged as such by Sam Burgos. Very late here in round number 4. On the left hand, swing and a miss from Stewart. The bell, we move to the 5th final round.
I think that was a very good round for Kai Stewart. He had a lot of powerful shots, more so than he was able to do in the other rounds. if you're in the corner of Kai Stewart, he has to do exactly what he did in the round, push the pace.
Hay que hacer más manos. Y que no te agarre, Nicolás, por favor, un paso atrás o un paso lateral, no te quedes parado para que te agarre. Él no quiere, él quiere pegar solo agarrado. Coming up.
You're doing a beautiful job, Kai. Dance on him the whole round and stick him up. Stick him with that jab, okay?
If you're in the corner of Goffey, I'm telling him, continue to land those powerful shots. Every time he comes in, do what you're doing. Get away from that clinch. If you have to turn around, it doesn't matter, but you have to land as he comes in.
Kai Stewart told us, I am not focused on recording a knockout. I am focused on, quote, breaking Nico Goffey. Goffey, thus far, Chris, has certainly not broken despite a very physical fight from Kai Stewart. Here's Cyrus.
Just had a chance to talk to Nico Goffey's corner. I asked him, what did they tell him? He says he has to keep doing like he did the first round. He has to use his power. He has to try to knock him out. That's the corner of Nico Goffey.
Stewart open-chested, looking for the entry. He finds him a double right hand to the body from Nico Goffey. Stewart a right to the body. Face wash on the push away from the Spaniard Nico Goffey. That gets the soft warning from referee San Burgos. Overhand left from Goffey. Goffey continuing to land, timing the forward pressure of Stewart, and undaunted. Stewart relentlessly coming forward. On cue, Stewart on the right hand.
See, Stewart's willing to trade at this point.
Stewart again looking for the right uppercut entry. See the head movement of Kai Stewart. These are two brilliant strikers in terms of creativity, in terms of timing.
And just the way Nico Goffey was so low and explodes up. Hard to deal with that. Hard to time.
He's circling out Stewart again to the inside.
That's why when he's crouched low, Kai Stewart's doing a good job of blasting in there. It's hard to land a punch, but that's why he's not landing a lot in that position, but he's still pushing the pace.
Right bolo punch, the idea was there. It did not land though from Kai Stewart. Right hook just off the mark from Nico Goffey. 40 seconds remaining in our world title fight main event. And that's a clear push down of Goffey by Stewart. Ruled as he slipped by San Burgos and right back to it. He's circling out. Stewart, big left hand. There's the creativity we talked about. Just an up jab over the chest of Stewart. Left hand, right hand, clipping left hand from Kai Stewart. Big right hand to reply from Nico Goffey. Left hand from Goffey. Left hand from Stewart. Overhand left misses. And that is the end of our main event.
Wow. That was a difficult fight to fight, a difficult fight to score. We've already had 2 split decisions tonight, so let's see if there's a third.
Kai Stewart, BKFC 145-pound world titleist, entering 8-0. Nico Goffey, the challenger, and the reigning BKFC European 145-pound titleist, 3-0. To the 3-4 to judges' scorecards we go, Chris.
And really, a lot of the, pretty much all the damage done to Kai Stewart was done in that first round. The eye was cut, it was swollen. I was a little worried about it, but Kai did a good job of not letting that determine the outcome. Both guys look very confident that they got the victory. Only one of them is correct.
Our strike stats presented by Bucked Up Energy Drink.
Okay, that's more like it. There's body strikes being thrown, a lot more being thrown by Kai Stewart and landing. Once again, it was the power shots that Nico Goffey was able to land to the head of Kai Stewart. Did a little bit of damage, but I was really impressed with Kai Stewart's ability to take those shots. Okay, there's the correct numbers. Wow, look at that overwhelming volume being thrown by Kai Stewart. Way more thrown, way more landed, way better percentage.
Chris, oddly, both fighters, Kai Stewart and Nico Goffey, largely did what they wanted to do. Kai Stewart wanted to make it physical, he wanted to keep switching stances, and he wanted to control in the clinch. He did that. Nico Goffi wanted to use his speed, he wanted to move him, use his angles, and he wanted to exit those punches quick. He did that.
And land those power shots. This will be very interesting here.
Here we go with Jeff Hughes.
Ladies and gentlemen, after completing the scheduled 5 championship rounds, here are the score totals from our judges at ringside. Our judges scored the fight 49-46, 48-47, and 49-46 to the winner by way of unanimous decision. And still undefeated, undisputed BKFC World Featherweight Champion Stewart!
Nico Goffi, one of the best fighters on the BKFC roster, making Kai Stewart's successful title defense his 5th consecutive, that much more impressive. A strong round 1 for Nico Goffi. Kai Stewart really turning this fight in round 3, much more physical on his clinches to the end. The winner by way of unanimous decision in our main event of the evening, Kai Stewart defeats Nico Goffi.
Welcome to Fenway Park, America's most beloved ballpark, in one of America's greatest cities. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the house of Teddy Baseball Ted Williams, Carl Yastrzemski, and Big Papi. But tonight, a new fighter, a new legend walks through the gates. New legends will be born. The fighters have arrived. The stage is set. Fenway Park, Red Sox Nation. Welcome to the baddest combat sport on the planet. Welcome to BKFC 92. Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship is presented by Bucked Up. Feel like $1,000,000. It's BKFC 92, live from Fenway Park in Boston, Massachusetts. Ladies and gentlemen, we start off this historic night with a preview. The fireworks are just getting started. Here are your first fights of the night. It's a preview giving you a taste of what's to come. We started off with Burke and Simpson. And how about the Boston boy, Jake Pilla and Angelo Colonna? Great preview for you. We go to that main card, and it is littered with big fights. Viana and Perez are ready to take each other out. Taylor Starling, one of our great fan favorites, matches up with Pat Brocky. Casey, Barrett, and Joe Lauzon making his debut in the BKFC. Let's take a look at the co-main event. Once again, we take to the squared circle to decide our Queen of Violence. Last year, Christine Ferea took that crown with a dominant performance over Jessica Borga. But now, she faces the Queen of the Street, Sofia Landi, an unknown fighter that has made waves internationally. But Christine Ferea doesn't know what to expect, and Landi says she's gonna knock her out cold. And finally, the main event. Kai Stewart has been all you could want. Homegrown in the BKFC, 9-0, 5 title defenses, and always a soundbite. But Harry the Hitman Gigliotti, also a world champion. Impressive resume, but he's never dealt with the adversity of Kai Stewart. It's King Kai versus Gigliotti and the entire city of Boston. And there is our CEO and founder, David Feldman, loving this Fenway crowd, loving the Bostonians. Folks, we are filling up Fenway. We are filling up Fenway Park with Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. Literally, words that I never thought would come out of my mouth. I'm Cyrus Fees, guiding you the entire way. And yes, it is a vibe. It's electricity. It's been all over this city, surrounding Fenway, all the pubs, all the venues. An incredible fight week to finally lead us here. The pinnacle of the summer of violence, BKFC 92, right here in Fenway Park. Now, folks, this isn't the first time a big fight's happened in a stadium. What about Rocky Marciano? I know they don't like the Yankees too much here. Marciano's in Charles. Dempsey and Firpo to kick it off in 23. Andre the Giant, are you kidding me? Shea Stadium versus Chuck Wepner. And then most recently, Minute Maid Park, Canelo versus Kirkland. Now that's a big stadium, Minute Maid Park. It's a great stadium. But is it Fenway Park? Because we had our fighters inside of the Green Monster. Kai Stewart, the champion,
34 red.
Couldn't help but to get caught up in the emotions, the signatures. But the Boston boy, Harry Gigliotti, this is something different altogether. Gigliotti is feeling it. He's feeling the emotion, and he knows that he is going to have to bring more than his A game to take out our champion, Kai Stewart. Speaking of which, let's go down and get you ready for these fights. Sean Wheelock and Chris Lytle. Gentlemen, this main event, Kai Stewart taking on Gigliotti, is historic.
Fully agreed, Cyrus. This is the first fight on the field at Fenway Park since June 1956. On that night, Chris, 70 years ago, it was professional boxing. Tonight here at Fenway, it is BKFC.
And that's huge to be, Sean. Look, in 1956, what was the biggest sport then? Boxing. Biggest crowds, everything. However, this is a passing of the guard, in my opinion. You have the new sport, BKFC, the most exciting combat sport out there. And I think this shows BKFC being in here at Fenway Park. It's all coming together. This is the new sport of the future.
Our main event, 2 undefeated fighters for the BKFC 145-pound World Championship. The undefeated titleist Kai Stewart versus the undefeated challenger from here in Massachusetts, Harry Gigliotti.
And Sean, it's one thing when you have a couple fighters undefeated, 2-0, 3-0. These guys, 16 fights between the two of them, a lot of ability. These are clearly the 2 best guys we have in this weight class. These guys don't like each other. It's going to be an amazing fight, and somebody's O has to go.
Tonight's fight odds are presented by Rainbet.
Lots of money to be made, like in the card. The thing that jumps out of me, Pat Casey's won 3 in a row, and he's an underdog. Very even fight, and an even fight to me, you got to take the underdog.
Alp Nicotine Pouches presents the unified rules of bare knuckle fighting, administered this evening by the Massachusetts Commission. There is no 3 knockdown rule. All kicks, knees, and elbows are illegal, as are all takedowns and submissions. We open this evening here at Fenway Park with a bout in the light heavyweight division. David Burke versus David Simpson. Our tale of the tape is presented by Bucked Up Energy Drink.
Loving this fight, Sean. These guys come to bang, but from the tail of the tape, 6 foot to 5'11", very similar. Only a 2-inch reach advantage for Burke. That's not that much. Everything fairly similar on this one.
Historic tonight here at Fenway Park, BKFC. And the first fighter to walk towards our ring, set at home plate at Fenway, David Simpson. From Smith Center, Kansas, this is bout number 10 in Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship for David Simpson. He's also had 2 pro MMA bouts. Simpson is naturally right-handed. He told us he feels that he is more technical in southpaw. He said fast, straight punches from southpaw, and when he switches stances, fast, straight punches from orthodox.
The main thing he wants to focus on, Sean, he has to stay loose in this fight. Sometimes he has an adrenaline dump, he gets tired. He wants to make sure he's in the center of the ring, being loose, being smart the entire night.
Simpson said, I'm going to control from the center of the ring. I will be very fluid with my jab, and I will throw a wide variety of punches to the body of my opponent, David Burke.
He wants to make sure he looks like a boxer in this fight. Showcases his speed, his power. That's his advantage. He's better than his opponent. He's faster and he's stronger.
2 fights in BKFC for David Burke. His most recent bout occurred this past March when he defeated David Sanchez by first-round KO.
Power. This guy believes in his ability. Look at those powerful shots landed. A couple clean shots and put his opponent down. Feels like he's extremely heavy-handed. So come in this fight, do the same thing. It feels like as soon as he touches his opponent, and look at that devastating right hand. Just stood menacingly after he landed. All he has to do is get in, land those powerful shots. David Simpson's going down and just waiting for his time. As soon as he turns the chin, like he did in that situation, this fight is over, and he wants to get ready to celebrate that big victory.
David Burke set for bout number 3 in BKFC. He's had 1 as a professional in MMA. Burke told us, I'm going to effectively blend brawling with clean technique. At range, Burke said, I will pick apart David Simpson. I will keep landing, keep moving.
He's coming forward, Sean. He does not want to have his back against the ropes. He's going to land, he's going to move. He doesn't want to sit there and admire work, just keep punching the entire time.
Burke said, I will throw counter check hooks. I cannot get stationary. I have to keep moving laterally. I have to keep circling. Burke said, my key to victory is consistently land clean punches.
definitely wants to try and take him out early. He's coming, he's throwing bombs. Once again, he believes in his power. He landed good shots last time, put his guy down. He says he's going to do the same thing tonight.
Burke said, I'm going to be aggressive off of scratch, but if this fight goes deep, that's when I will become the more technical, more strategic fighter.
And that's when he really focuses on his defense, not getting hit, but landing hard shots.
To get BKFC 92 started, we send it to Jeff Securo.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to BKFC 92. We are live at the iconic Fenway Park in Boston. We'd like to welcome all the fight fans and the knuckleheads that are streaming live on the Freeview. Ladies and gentlemen, we are all set for your first fight of the night. It is brought to you by Bucked Up Energy Drink, and we are feeling like $1 million. 3 rounds in the BKFC Light Heavyweight Division. And now, introducing on my right, fighting out of the red corner, tonight he wears green, standing 5 feet 11 inches tall. He weighed in at 185.6 pounds. Tonight, he makes his 10th fight in the BKFC, fighting out of Smith Center, Kansas, by way of Richmond, Virginia. Introducing David Thunder Simpson. His opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, standing 6 feet tall. He weighed in at 185.2 pounds. His record, 1 victory, 1 defeat. Fighting out of Somersworth, New Hampshire, presenting David Burke. When the action begins, your referee is Nick Behrens.
The first bell is presented by iHeartRadio. David Simpson said, I believe David Burke will struggle with my speed. I can't get sloppy. Fast start off of scratch for David Burke. He's in the white trunks, green trunks for David Simpson. Inactive clinch, separation. From Nick Behrens, right back to it.
So both these guys, extreme power.
Big overhand right. Stalking pressure from Burke. Simpson looking to land big counter. He does! The counter right hand! He could be done.
That's no right hand. I told you both guys have power. That's all she wrote. 1 punch. Simpson with the victory.
The win, just like that. Round number 1 for David Simpson. Welcome to Fenway Park.
And welcome to BKFC. If you haven't been watching, that's what you get. A lot of people coming in, bringing it. I knew this was going to be a quick one. Someone's getting knocked out. I didn't know who it was, though, Sean. You never know when you have 2 guys with power, and these guys both have it.
Burke told us, I want to blend brawling with clean technique. A fast start off of scratch for David Burke. David Simpson, who said, I believe in my speed, I believe in my power, I cannot force anything. Sat on the counter, cool as you like, with his back against the ropes, and the heavy punches forward of David Burke, landing the 1-punch right-handed counter to the finish.
And David Simpson, he has fought nothing but tough guys for BKFC. He's won some, he's also, but this guy just keeps getting better. Once again, and you have power and you get better with your eyesight, with knowing everything, and just walks right for the meat. He wait for the right time, block, wait for the right time. See that landing on the chin? He doesn't even have to land really clean. That did land clean, but he's not playing without clean shots. If he hits you, he's doing damage. Right on the chin. See how he turned Burke's chin. Shut down. Control, alt, delete. That's all she wrote. I think David Feldman liked it. Maybe, I don't know.
Win number 4 with emphasis. BKFC for David Simpson. One of the biggest power punchers at 185 pounds in all of Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship.
So one thing I love about this sport is you have people who get knocked down, get back up. When Simpson hits you, you typically don't get back up, as example as you just saw.
David Burke is a very talented fighter. His last bout, March of this year, he knocked out David Sanchez in the first round. But tonight it's David Simpson with the first round KO against the heavy forward pressure of David Burke. Beautifully done on the counter right hand. No animosity between these 2 talented fighters, all class. And that is a first-class right hand to the finish for David Simpson. Here's Jessica.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is over at 27 seconds of round number 1. Your winner by knockout, David Thunder Simpson.
Massive victory for David Simpson on a huge stage. Just shows the power, shows the maturity, and shows he just keeps getting better as a fighter.
David Simpson, who's naturally right-handed, said, I feel more technical in southpaw, but he sat back in orthodox against the heavy forward pressure and big punches of David Burke from orthodox. The rear right hand, and that is the fight. The winner, by way of first round knockout, David Simpson defeats David Burke.
September 26th, we are back in Manchester, AO Arena, and we're going big.
I'm not scared of anyone!
El Soldado de Dios.
See you soon. The co-main event, crazy. World middleweight title on the line when former UK boxing champion Jack Cullen challenges the redneck Dave Mundell. That is going to be money.
Been on top, and I'm here to stay.
Ain't nowhere to hide. You ain't gotta see me come and keep me on your mind. 'Cause I be on the way. You know I be on the way. Man on a mission, I'ma get it. You know I be on the way. Yeah, I'm on the way. I'm on the way. On the way. Yeah, on the way. I'm on the way. I'm on the way.
And here we are in Fenway, and folks, way to play around. Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. First fight, first knockout. Expect a lot of that tonight here in Boston. Well, folks, that co-main event is a historic one. Just the second fight for that Queen of Violence title. Christine Ferea took out Jessica Borga to become the Queen of Violence, but she doesn't know a whole lot about this one. I've seen the footage. Sofia Landi is dangerous any way you want it, and more than anything, she is not scared of the misfit. She is not scared of the moment. Sofia Landi will challenge, but our first fight is Taylor Starling. She has been here before in big fights, in big moments, and tonight she gets it done here in Fenway. Taylor Starling and Kat Paprocki. Let's go to our tail of the tape for your next bout.
The numbers presented by iHeartRadio for this bout in the featherweight division. Jake Pilla versus Angelo Colon.
And as you can see here, Sean Colon, 3 inches tall, but it's that 5-inch reach advantage that I like. He has to utilize that, stay long, make his opponent pay for trying to get inside and land those power shots.
Angelo Colon now set for bout number 2 in Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. He's had 1 in his pro boxing career. Colon said to us, I know that I cannot hesitate in this fight. Colon said, I cannot hesitate at all in the sport of bare knuckle. I have to land hard early to set the tone in my favor against Jake Pilla.
And he cannot back up. He can't have his back against the ropes. Get off first, pivot out when his opponent comes in at him, throw some check hooks, make sure he utilizes the accuracy that he has.
Colon said, I want to keep flowing from outside to the mid-range and back. Hard jabs, hard lead hooks, and very accurate with my power punches.
And we talked about it, having a speed advantage and a reach advantage. It's only an advantage if you use it. If he lets his opponent get inside, he negates it. Stay long, stay outside. The main thing for him in this fight, he has to control the range.
Colon said, I expect my opponent Jake Pilla in this featherweight bout to continually try to initiate the clinch. I will throw heavy to his body if he clinches.
And out of that, he feels like it is his footwork and his movement that's going to stop his opponent from getting into that clinch.
Jake Pilla set for bout number 1 in Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. Pilla, a very talented pro MMA fighter and an outstanding grappler. He holds the rank of black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Pilla said to us, I'm going to utilize my MMA grappling, my jiu-jitsu, my upper body wrestling to work into the clinch, be heavy in the clinch, work the half-tie plum, frame and throw.
Total different styles. Feels like he's faster. He's more explosive. He's going to be aggressive. Get in, blitz in, stay all the way in or all the way out. Don't stand in the mid-range. That's not where he wants to be.
Pilla said, in the clinch, I want to continually take Angelo Colon off balance. I will be very elusive defensively. Offensively, I will keep landing and moving as I come forward.
And Sean, we talk about it all the time. What's people's motivation for fighting here? He said his father worked right across the street from here in a bar. Said this is about him. Wants to come out here and showcase what he can do in honor of his father.
Pilla said, I know that Angelo Colon will keep a long guard. I'm going to keep punching his lead hand to disrupt his rhythm. Absolutely phenomenal here at Fenway Park. Opened in 1912. It's our BKFC debut in Boston. We go back to Jessica Hero.
We are all set for fight number 2 on the Freeview. It is brought to you by iHeartRadio. 3 rounds in the BKFC Featherweight Division. And now, introducing on my right, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall. He wears white and blue and weighed in at 146.4 pounds. It's his second fight in the BKFC. Fighting out of Rochester, New York. Introducing Angelo Colon. And now, his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight, he wears black and green, standing 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing 146 pounds, making his debut in the BKFC, fighting out of Billerica, Massachusetts. Ladies and gentlemen, Jake the Gorilla Pilla! Your referee is Kevin McDonald.
Angelo Colon said to us, I have to fully utilize my reach advantage, make this an outside fight, as I know that Jake Pilla wants to make this an inside fight and wants to control in the clinch. The call of Knuckle Up from Boston-born and based referee Kevin McDonald, round number 1. Black and gold trunks for Jake Pilla, white and blue trunks for Angelo Colon. Exactly where he wants to be in the half-tie plum is Jake Pilla. Heavy on the head and neck of Colon is Jake Pilla. Colon trying to find range, right hand, left hand getting through. Guillotine position, that's released by Pilla.
Colon needs to tie his opponent up.
Underhook from Colon. There's the turn right back from Pilla. You see the pro MMA acumen of Pilla along the ropes. And to the canvas on the right hand goes Angelo Colon.
I think they're calling that a push, I would have to think.
Ruled as a slip by Kevin McDonald.
And Colon has to start utilize that jab, lateral movement. He cannot stand in the same place and let his opponent push him backwards. He knows that.
Colon circling out. One hook to the body with the right hand, and that drops Angelo Colon.
Body shots work in this sport. Very obvious from that punch. Landed hard. Colon needs to get it together and start moving a little bit more. Utilize that lateral movement I talked about. Throw the jab.
Mandatory 8 count given to Colon by Kevin McDonald. Back to the inside comes Jake Pilla. Closing stages, round number 1. Down to the canvas goes Jake Pilla. Sitting on the bottom rope is Angelo Colon, and that is ruled as a knockdown of Colon by Kevin McDonald.
Thought they might call that a
hands are up.
a
Look
push,
at me. Step toward me.
Hard to tell.
Step this way. Do you want to fight? Yes, sir. All right. Knuckle up.
2 knockdowns recorded by Jake Pilla here in round number 1. Big swing and a miss to the body. That connects to the head. Counter right hand.
Slip.
Ruled as a slip by McDonald. Still 2-0 on the knockdown count in favor of Jake Pilla. Make it 3-0 on the knockdown count in favor of Jake Pilla.
You can see the frustration in Colon right now.
6.
A little upset.
7.
He has to get out of this first round, go back to his corner and regroup.
The bell's going to sound here. That is the end of round number 1.
Tough round for Colon, phenomenal round for Jake Pilla. Was all over the point.
Beautiful. Deep breath. Great ground.
The first knockdown registered. That body shot, landed hard. Look, those hurt so bad. There's no glove to spread the punch out. It digs deep. And here's the second one coming in. Just landed a couple punches. Just kind of mauled his opponent, pushed him around. That one landed not clean, but enough to do the damage. That was the third knockdown. Again, Ferea doing a great job of getting inside and landing power. Cologne's got to do a better job of moving laterally. Throw those check hooks as his opponent comes in with those wild shots.
On the second knockdown that Ferea recorded of Cologne in round number 1, you saw Cologne never went to the canvas, but referee Kevin McDonald ruling that Cologne was supported by the bottom rope. Otherwise, he would have gone down to the canvas. Legal punches to legal targets from Ferea. That's the reason for the knockdown ruling. So officially 3-0 on the knockdown count in favor of Jake Ferea, round number 1. Here is round number 2. Big left hand to the right hand, Ferea coming forward. Cologne on his back, hook foot, trying to reset. That's ruled as a slip by Kevin McDonald. Resetting now off the canvas from the slip Jake Ferea, high tight striking guard. Cologne, you can see Chris trying to move outside to inside, but moving inside effectively, Jake Ferea.
The way Cologne keeps backing out, his head is straight
That is ruled as a knockdown by Kevin McDonald, now ruled as a slip.
Cologne's got to quit backing up with his head straight up. He's getting hit.
Wide hook again on the entry. Cologne trying to find his base. There's the right hand getting through from Cologne, the left hand. And flat on his back goes Angelo Cologne, the 4th knockdown recorded of Cologne by Ferea in this fight.
I mean, once again, Cologne just standing straight up, chin wide open, trading punches with Ferea. Not a good strategy.
You want to fight?
He's got the reach he's not using. He's standing in front and trading, stick and move.
See the extension by Cologne. Ferea right back to the inside for knockdown number 5. This battle is over. Victory in his BKFC debut for Jake Ferea.
And the referee had seen enough, eating the canvas too many times. Didn't see any other way of this going. That's just an example of, I think, inexperience continuing to try a fight. Your opponent's style, you get hurt, you get rocked, like I'm gonna get it back, you're not gonna get it back. Your legs aren't there anymore. Utilize your advantages, your reach, your movement. Here's the first knockdown in that round. Just what I talked about, trading punches back and forth. That's gonna favor the heavier striker, Ferea in this example. Just continuing to throw hard shots, good right hand. The referee, seen enough.
Our crafted replay presented by Forged Irish Stout. Angelo Cologne, very clear-eyed on our fighter meeting, said, I have to stay on the outside. I know Jake Ferea wants to make this an inside fight. I know Ferea wants to utilize the clinch. Cologne, though, Chris, was never given the time nor the space by Jake Ferea. I've commentated Jake Ferea numerous times in pro MMA. He's a really talented fighter. He wanted to make this an inside fight. Ferea fully understanding the name of this sport is bare knuckle fighting, not bare knuckle boxing. Ferea used his grappling, his jiu-jitsu, his MMA grappling and wrestling, making it an inside fight, heavy to the clinch. 5 knockdowns to the 2nd round victory for Jake Ferea.
And he believed in his power. That's why he's willing to stand there and trade, get into position. Feels like that's going to favor him. And it did. He got it. He landed hard shots. He was willing to take some, to give some, and did a great job, got the finish.
Angelo Cologne showed his character, pulling himself off of the canvas 3 times in round number 1. Twice knocked down in round number 2, but on that second knockdown of the 2nd round, 5th overall of the bout, referee Kevin McDonald stopping the fight. I think, though, Cologne most definitely wanted to continue, but the path to victory had closed for Cologne as it was wide open for Jake Ferea. Here is Jeff Securo.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Kevin McDonald steps in and puts a stop to this fight at 1 minute and 7 seconds of round number 2. Officially a TKO for your winner, Jake the Gorilla Ferea.
Phenomenal job for Ferea. He did exactly what he needed to. Got into position, landed hard shots. He didn't let the moment catch him up. He got into position, landed his power.
Angelo Cologne showed his toughness and his heart, pulling himself off of the canvas 4 times, but the 5th knockdown, that was the end from referee Kevin McDonald. And that is a first-class performance and victory for Jake Ferea in his BKFC debut, making this an inside fight. Heavy punches from the clinch, from the pocket, 5 knockdowns to the win. Victorious by way of round 2 TKO, Jake Pilla defeats Angela Colon.
You live the fight life. Now you can represent the sport you love with BKFC gear. Available at Kohl's. Whether you're watching Fight Night from home, heading out with the crew, or showing up ready to make a statement, BKFC t-shirts let everyone know where you stand. And right now, you can get your favorite BKFC styles at discounted prices. Go to Kohls.com right now and get your BKFC t-shirts while they're on sale. BKFC gear, built for fight fans.
Friday, September 11th, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship returns. The undefeated Cuban knockout artist Leonardo El Zombo Perdomo puts his record on the line against his toughest challenger to date, Bear the Last Barbarian Hill, plus Brian Duran, G. Perez, Andrew Strode, Esteban Mohawk Rodriguez, Steve Tomahawk Townsend, and many more. Don't miss the world's most exciting combat sport, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. Watch it live on the BKFC app. Download it at bkfc.com.
Well, here we are, folks. Fenway Park, the historic venue, America's oldest ballpark. So much history has happened, and right now, the history is happening as we speak. Legends are being made. 2 quick finishes. I mean, you saw the emotion on the face of Jake Pilla, dedicating that to his dad that worked at a bar just right down the road. That is what this is all about. So many great things have happened here at Fenway, and it's not just fights, and it's not just baseball, right? We're talking anything. College football. We've had big-time soccer matches here. They have put a hockey rink in the middle of here. I mean, really, they'll do anything. But now they have taken it to another level, right? They brought in not only the fights, they brought in the most exciting fights in all of the world, and that is Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. There's no doubt about it. You're not going to bring a boxing match in here and put it on home plate. You're not going to bring MMA. You're going to bring BKFC because you get the most bang for your buck. And the fans here, as they roar like Manny Ramirez just sent one over the monster, that's how you know they love it. But I'll tell you what, this is how I know they're going to love it even more. And I want to talk to Sean and Chris about this. Because I mentioned this at the press conference, Chris Lytle, that there is only one guy that edges you by 1 fight of the night bonus, and it's Joe Lauzon. I don't mean to put salt into the wounds, but Joe Lauzon is going to fight BKFC. I didn't think we'd ever see that, and I really didn't think it was going to happen at Fenway.
Yeah, I love the way he fights. And like you said, there's only one thing I don't like about him. He's got that one victory, and that kind of bothers me. However, the thing about that is, in a fight tonight, it's back and forth. It's give and take. You're giving damage, you're taking. Joe's a smart guy. He understands you can't do that in this sport. He's going to have to be smarter. He's going to have to be better. He's going to have to be more technically sound and not do a fight tonight. He wants to win by an easy TKO.
And Chris, Joe Lauzon, a contemporary of yours when you were in the UFC. Lauzon, just like you, an A+ pro MMA career, 43 professional mixed martial arts bouts, including 27 in the UFC. You see his notable opponents.
And Sean, these are the who's who of the lightweight class in the UFC, some of the best fighters in the world. This guy fought everybody. This is not going to be the biggest moment he's been in. He's going to be calm, cool, collected, because look at that list of people he's fought. This guy's been a phenomenal fighter.
Cyrus, we had 8 names there. I think we could have done 35 names there. Joe Lauzon, such an outstanding career. And in our fighter meeting, he conveyed to us his excitement. He said, I fought at TD Garden in Boston, but there is something special, as we all know, about fighting at Fenway Park.
You're absolutely right, and the biggest fight of the night, well, that's the main event for the Featherweight Championship of the World. That's King Kai Stewart, looking to make his 6th title defense tonight. Can he get it done? Scan the QR code. You want to be a part of this, because I don't know that I've ever seen the venom that has been spit between these two men. Harry Gigliotti is the real deal. This is a guy that has won championships. He has been a prolific boxer. And he has been a great bare knuckle fighter, but can he match up with King Kai? Folks, we are live BKFC 92 from Fenway Park in Boston. It's brought to you by Bucked Up, Feel Like $1 Million, iHeartRadio, Ball Boys Skincare for athletes by athletes, Forged Irish Stout, the world's creamiest Irish stout, and Fubo TV. This is beautiful Boston, folks, Cradle of Liberty, and we are starting a whole new revolution, folks, right here in Fenway. Let's go to your next Tale of the Tape.
Featherweights for you now. Our Tale of the Tape is presented by Fubo TV for James Marin versus Chris Rooney.
Extremely even from the Tale of the Tape, Sean. 5'7" to 5'8", only 1 inch reach advantage for Rooney. Very similar.
A phenomenal atmosphere for our BKFC debut in the state of Massachusetts as we're in Boston's historic Fenway Park. And from relatively nearby Vermont, Bruce Rooney now set for BKFC bout number 1. He's had 4 as a pro in MMA. Rooney told us, I feel I have legitimate knockout power in both hands. I'm going to keep moving in and out, hard jabs, hard punches throughout.
Feels like he cannot be stationary at all in this fight. Constant movement. Feels like the main thing, he just needs to land. Like you said, Sean, he really believes in his power. So if he touches people, it's just different. He's hit hard, he's going to put people down as soon as he touches them, and this is going to be the sport for him. Fair enough.
Rooney said, I will keep mixing to the body and head of my opponent in this featherweight bout, James Marin. Rooney said, while I want an inside fight, I cannot be stationary on the inside.
He wants to be very elusive defensively. He understands you can't take punches in this sport. Be smart, be elusive, wait for your time, land your power, put your opponent down.
Of his opponent, James Marin, Chris Rooney said he's an extremely well-rounded fighter. I know he's going to explode forward. Rooney said that when Marin comes forward, he keeps his hands low. That's where I have to be smart while landing my power punches.
Those overhands, those hooks, those are his key. He lands one of those, this fight is over.
Chris Rooney said, I will keep moving in and out, backwards, laterally. No matter what direction I move, Rooney said, I will be throwing big punches. Fighting here in his home state, Massachusetts, from Lowell, James Marin. Set for BKFC bout number 1. He's had 11 in pro MMA, 2 in pro boxing. Marin said, I want to quickly establish myself on the outside and then, quote, crash in.
Now the guy from Lowell, you have Mickey Ward. Wants to come in and do the same thing. Go to that body and then head. Looks like if he has great power, wants to get in, land that left hook to the body, put his opponent down. Once again, just like Mickey Ward.
Marin said, jab hook as I come forward in the clinch. Marin said, I will be very heavy on the arms of Chris Rooney in the clinch. Marin said, I know that Rooney has power. I know he's physically strong. I think he's going to try to use grinding pressure on the inside. Marin said, that's why I have to time my crash-in entries.
And he cannot let his opponent get confident. That's the main thing. Control the range, control the pace. If he dictates how they're going, be as elusive in this fight, don't let your opponent get confident. He's going to win.
Back we go to Just Hero.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the legendary venue, Fenway Park in Boston, we are all set for your third and final fight on the Freeview. It is brought to you by Fubo TV. 3 rounds in the BKFC Featherweight Division. And now, introducing on my right, fighting out of the red corner. Tonight, he wears white, blue, and red. Standing 5 feet 8 inches tall, he weighed in at 144 even pounds. Tonight, he makes his BKFC debut, fighting out of Richfield, Vermont. Introducing Chris Iron Fist Rooney. His opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight, he wears black, trimmed in white. Standing 5 feet 7 inches tall, he weighed in at an even 145 pounds. Tonight, he makes his BKFC debut, fighting out of Boston, Massachusetts, presenting James the Honey Badger Morin. Your third man in the ring is Andrew Glenn.
James Morin told us I want to fully step through on my overhands and then land flurries on the inside. Round number 1. Black trunks for James Morin, white trunks for Chris Rooney. Ball for Rooney, orthodox for Morin.
Very measured start for both guys, just feeling each other out, looking for hold.
Range finding with the jab. Rooney sitting on that rear tube from southpaw. Straight forward pressure from Morin. Using a relatively bladed stance, more open-chested stance for Rooney.
A little surprised Rooney doesn't come.
Big right hand! Morin dropping Chris Rooney just like that. We are done. Game, set, match. James Morin.
And Morin landed that punch. I mean, Rooney talked about his power. His opponents. It did the damage. One shot, first punch that landed, all the damage. That's all he needed. I mean, it wasn't even getting inside, utilizing that clinch. He was getting in and landed one shot for Morin that did the damage. Look how fired up he is right now. So you can tell this guy's ready to fight again. That's what happens when you get that one punch knockout. You really start believing in your power. Morin believes he can knock people out.
James Morin said, I want to crash in. Chris, he exploded it with that right hand.
I was a little surprised, to be honest with you, that Rooney didn't try and get in and land his power. He believes in his power so much, but as he tried to get in, he got hit once, and that's all she wrote.
James Morin showing massive step-in power at 145 pounds for a high-level victory in his BKFC debut.
You can see it coming forward. Got too aggressive. Dropped that left hand. And the way he fell, didn't put his hands down. That's why the referee came and moved us down. We always talk about it, Sean. It's the way you fall. If you fall, you hop back up, it's one thing. You don't put your hands down, that means you are out.
David Feldman, our BKFC founder and CEO, voicing his approval. That is a David Feldman type of fight. The explosive entry, the right hand, the win for James Morin. Here's Jeff Shapiro.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is over at 35 seconds of round number 1. Your winner by knockout, James the Honey Badger Morin!
Huge victory for Morin, and that big right hand knocked his opponent out quickly. This guy's a fighter to watch. Power like that.
Chris Rooney had full belief in his knockout power in both his left and right hand. Rooney from southpaw, Morin from orthodox, a measured start. Rooney turning up the pressure. Huge right hand. Flat on his stomach, center circle, Chris Rooney. And that is the fight from referee Andrew Glenn. The winner by way of round 1 KO, James Morin defeats Chris Rooney.
You don't just watch the fights, you live the fight life. Now you can represent the sport you love with BKFC gear. Available at Kohl's. Whether you're watching Fight Night from home, heading out with the crew, or showing up ready to make a statement, BKFC t-shirts let everyone know where you stand. And right now, you can get your favorite BKFC styles at discounted prices. Go to Kohls.com right now and get your BKFC t-shirts while they're on sale. BKFC gear, built for fight fans.
Friday, September 11th, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship returns. The undefeated Cuban knockout artist Leonardo El Zombo Perdomo puts his record on the line against his toughest challenger to date, Bear the Last Barbarian Hill, plus Brian Duran, G. Perez, Andrew Strode, Esteban Mohawk Rodriguez, Steve Tomahawk Townsend, and many more. Don't miss the world's most exciting combat sport, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. Watch it live on the BKFC app. Download it at bkfc.com.
Well, coming up here in just under 2 weeks, we are at Hollywood, Florida, and if you notice something's a little different, that's because we have a new contender to go against Leonardo Perdomo. It's breaking news here, folks. Of course, the top 4 fights brought to you by Ball Boys. It's Bear Hill. We've seen Bear Hill time and time again, and this guy is dangerous. Really, the type of fighter that you need for a guy like Perdomo, fearless and ready to battle the Cuban Mike Tyson. Brian Duran, the cash cow. Felony Charles Bennett, sign me up. G. Perez, Andrew Strode, love it. And Mohawk versus the Tomahawk. Come on, baby. Esteban Rodriguez and Steve Tansel, and so much more. September 11th, that is going down. Johnny Garb's in the house. Johnny Cannoli had to be here for these festivities. I didn't see a cannoli in his hand, but I assume that is Johnny Cannoli, right? I think he always carries one with him at all times. That being said, they're all showing up here, folks. You never know who's going to show up at a BKFC event, and the first one ever in Boston, in Massachusetts, at Fenway Park. Look at all these banners. Absolutely incredible. Of course, they came off of that snide, and you know, we've seen Kai Stewart, and I think the Yankees do edge him a little bit. Now, don't tell anybody that I said that, but Kai Stewart better take a look at all those banners. They win championships here in Fenway, and Harry Gigliotti is that type of guy. He recognizes how important this fight is. He came to the BKFC and he knew that he had an opportunity. He fought his way to it, and now that happens tonight in the main event. Let's go to Sean and Chris. Guys, Harry Gigliotti, I talked about this before. Kai Stewart has been able to spit bars and have all the trash talk. Gigliotti's giving it right back to him.
There's genuine animosity coming into our main event, Chris. There is also a genuine contrast in not just styles, but fighting philosophies. When David Feldman conceived this rebirth of bare knuckle boxing into our new sport of bare knuckle fighting, he really saw it as the proverbial halfway line between MMA and boxing. That's what we have in our main event. Kai Stewart, our undefeated champion. He's 1-0 in pro MMA, a very good folk-style wrestler at the NAIA level. He has that MMA mentality. Harry Gigliotti from here in Massachusetts, from the amateurs in boxing through the USA boxing system, an accomplished professional boxer, and he has made his skill set work undefeated in the sport of bare knuckle. So we have that contrast in styles, the contrast in philosophies. It's going to play out with a real contrast in ranges as well.
And Sean, early in this sport, we found out it was more the MMA style that was really winning and dominating. It wasn't the boxing. However, it's starting to turn people like Austin Trout coming in and showing exactly how to utilize that boxing. And that was what Harry Gigliotti was, to come in and showcase, I can control the range. You're not going to tie me up. If you can't tie me up, I'm beating you. But it's also, in my opinion, you talked about the animosity between these guys. Kai does this all the time. He gets in people's head. He makes them fight outside of what they want to do. And Gigliotti's not careful. If he's too emotional, he might get out of character. He might get too close. He might waste energy. That's what his opponent wants. That's what Kai Stewart's trying to do. We're going to see if it works.
Cyrus, it's so intriguing, not just that contrast in styles, but the fact that it's not manufactured to sell pay-per-views and tickets. It is genuine heat, genuine animosity between our two main event fighters.
I mean, like, really nothing we've ever seen before, especially with Stewart. And we knew he hated Duran. They had some good stuff. But this here with Gigliotti is on a whole nother. These guys can't be around each other, but they will meet in that squared circle in the main event. Already, it has been legendary. One after another. Simpson, Pillow. I mean, these guys are absolute monsters. The Boston boys are showing out. Take a look at this. Especially with those Yankee pinstripes on. Incredible. And then you just saw right down the middle. James gets the one. Oh, man. It reminds me of the first Knucklemania in Philly. All the knockouts, baby. Scan the QR code. We want you here. We want you to experience the whole kit and caboodle. Starts at the top of the hour. Scan the QR code. BKFC Plus. A lot of outlets and on TikTok. We don't want you to miss tonight. It's BKFC 92 live here in Fenway Park. September 26th, we are back in Manchester, AO Arena, and we're going big.
I'm not scared of anyone!
Soldado de Dios.
See you soon. The co-main event, crazy. World middleweight title on the line when former UK boxing champion Jack Cohen challenges the redneck Dave Mundell. That is gonna be money.
Been on top and I'm here to stay.
Ain't nowhere to hide. You ain't gotta see me come and keep me on your mind. 'Cause I be on the way. You know I be on the way. Man on a mission, I'ma get it. You know I be on the way. Yeah, I'm on the way. I'm on the way. On the way. Yeah, on the way. I'm on the way. I'm on the way.
Great out there. I feel good. Just get it going.
Deep breath, deep breath.
Deep breath and...
Be safe, touch and blitz, okay? Touch your front hand and then take off. Body hand, Jake! That's it.
Here we go, Jake.
Hell yeah, brother. Let's go! Let's go, James. Smart boxing. Show them what boxing looks like. Classy boxing. Let's go, James. Smart boxing. Show them what boxing looks like. Oh! That is how you make a statement. Get over here. Yeah. Yeah, baby. And if that's the one, what a beautiful one. I'm so proud of you. Take it in. Take it in. James, one more special moment in your life. Don't get all in. Take it all in for us. You did it, brother.
I love it, buddy. I'm kidding. Well, there it is. Sounds of the game here at Fenway Park. Standing by with the great Joe Lauzon in Fenway. You know, you've had a lot of hallmarks, a lot of big moments in your career. This right now, the monster there, the pesky Paul. Where's it rank?
It's awesome. I mean, like, I went to school here in Boston. I went to Wentworth.
Yeah.
So I've been to so many games as a fan, and it's just so unbelievable to be here and just be in this crowd. It's just awesome.
Who's your favorite Red Sox player back in the day? Who's your guy?
All time, David Ortiz.
Oh, Big Papi.
Our fucking city, right?
Could you imagine him inside that squared circle, that monster?
Yeah, I bet he can bang. I'm sure he can bang.
You know, listen, we've seen so many knockouts, and so many of the Boston guys, the mass guys, are showing out right now. It's like they're feeling the moment, and it's coming through on their fights.
Yeah, you know, it's hard. You know, it's so emotional when you get here. I think it's different than like another fight. You know, this is like bare knuckle, totally different. Hard to keep your emotions in check. Hard to not get excited. You land a good shot, you want to go for the kill, but you got to keep it dialed in.
Now I know you got some fans in the house here, Joe. Speaking of which, here with Joe Lauzon, let's just bring it all to Fenway, Boston. I got one of your favorite sons here, J-Lo's in the house. What have you got to say to the Boston crowd here in Fenway, and what can they expect out of you tonight, Joe Lauzon?
You can expect fire tonight. You know, it's going to be a great show. We're so appreciative of everyone coming out here. You know, this is just, I love seeing all the jerseys. I love seeing all the people. This is just awesome. It's great to fight back at home.
Boston, how does it feel to see Joe Lauzon about ready to fight bare knuckle? Can I get some love out here, Boston? Let's go. Yeah. Well, you got a tough guy, Stash Kuykendall. The guy's no joke. He has fought bare knuckle. He has that experience. Does that go into your mind at all before you get ready for this fight?
So I'm usually the guy with a little more experience. I feel like I'm kind of new, right? I've never done bare knuckle. I've never boxed before. So it's very different, you know, but we train really hard. I got a great team, and I have great coaches, great training partners, and we're ready.
No doubt about it, and we have a lot more to get to, and I want to ask you about this main event because it really has the city of Boston against one kid from Montana who just happens to be one of the best that's done it in this company, and Kai Stewart. What do you make of that main event, Kai Stewart, Harry Gigliotti with the featherweight title?
I'm excited for it. You know, Kai has been picking fights with every Boston fighter. Been picking fights with Peter Barrett, with Rico, Harry.
But not with you so much.
Not with me. You know, noticed
He's not messing with you too much.
Did not pick a fight with me. You know, but I think Harry's very good. I'm looking really forward to it. I had to ask Kai. They were talking about how he fights differently. I'm like, what do you do this different? He's like, he's more of a wrestler, kind of in and out. So like, I had no idea. But I'm looking forward to the fight. I think it's gonna be really exciting.
And you got next, right?
What's up?
It said you got next, right?
Yeah.
Joe, we can't wait to see you inside that squared circle. And listen, Boston, one more time for the one and only J-Lo, Joe Lauzon. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
So here we are, folks. It's Fenway Park. You see the banners. It's the real deal, baby. A missing puppy. That's right, Rob Perez. They're calling him the missing puppy. That's the wolf. Jeremy Ferea, Viana. That is going down at the top of our main card. It's Viana, it's Perez, and it's all these incredible fights. It's stacked. It's Fenway Park, BKFC 92.
You don't just watch the fights, you live the fight life. Now you can represent the sport you love with BKFC gear. Available at Kohl's. Whether you're watching Fight Night from home, heading out with the crew, or showing up ready to make a statement, BKFC t-shirts let everyone know where you stand. And right now, you can get your favorite BKFC styles at discounted prices. Go to Kohls.com right now and get your BKFC t-shirts while they're on sale. BKFC gear, built for fight fans.
Friday, September 11th, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship returns. The undefeated Cuban knockout artist Leonardo El Zombo Perdomo puts his record on the line against his toughest challenger to date, Bear the Last Barbarian Hill, plus Brian Duran, G. Perez, Andrew Strode, Esteban Mohawk Rodriguez, Steve Tomahawk Townsend, and many more. Don't miss the world's most exciting combat sport, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. Watch it live on the BKFC app. Download it at bkfc.com.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, one of our own, Kenzie Morrison, the son of the great Tommy Morrison, is dealing with a serious battle, a battle with cancer. We've seen great moments out of Kenzie, and you can go right to that QR code, scan, and go straight to one of our brothers, Kenzie Morrison. Please, if you got it, send it over to Kenzie. What an awesome guy, what an awesome fighter, and we want to see him knock out this battle with cancer. There's no way to beat this vibe. It's the sounds, it's the audio, it's the scenery. I mean, it literally, it's the best event I've ever been a part of. This is incredible. Listen, this is an MLB on Fox. This is BKFC, baby. We are taking it to the next level tonight. It's about to kick off of that main card. Scan the QR code. Peter Barrett, Slippery Pete. He knows how big of a moment this is. He's ready for his time in the sun. Peter Barrett is the real deal. Man, I'll tell you what, Slippery Pete was standing up for the city. Every time Kai Stewart had something to say, Slippery Pete was in his face. He's looking to prove a point, and I wouldn't be surprised if there's a face-off with Stewart at some point tonight. Look at that stash. It is Kai Stewart and his girl Dakota. Kai Stewart ready to walk into Boston with that title and take it right back to Montana. He's confident, he's cocky, and he is the champ. Kai Stewart, Gigliotti, live from Fenway.
September 26th, we are back in Manchester, AO Arena, and we're going big.
I'm not scared of anyone!
El Soldado de Dios.
See you soon.
The co-main event, crazy. World middleweight title on the line when former UK boxing champion Jack Cohen challenges the redneck Dave Mundell. That is gonna be money.
Been on top and I'm here to stay.
Ain't nowhere to hide. You ain't gotta see me come and keep me on your mind. 'Cause I'll be on the way. You know I'll be on the way. Man on a mission, I'ma get it. You know I'll be on the way.
What's going on, Fenway Park? Wow, are you guys in for a treat for the BKFC 92? We're talking bare knuckles. My name's Kevin Millar. I'm co-host of Intentional Talk, and this is what's going to be unique. It's a different type of fight because we're talking